Time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Friday morning, October 21st, 2016. Got, good morning to you all on this lovely Friday morning, October 21st, 2016. Here are your news and odds. Top story at 8 a.m. on this Friday morning is it was tense even before they started, as reports tweeted that Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump entered the Alfred E. Smith Memorial Foundation dinner from separate sides of the room and didn't even shake hands. ISIS militants attacked several security buildings in Iraqi city. Kirkuk officials said its Iraqi encouraged forces that battled the terror group for the control of the second largest city, Mosul. London British American Tobacco PLC made a $47 billion takeover of them. Roughly 58% of the American period. Reynolds, American Incorporated that doesn't own and moved them with its cement the two cigarette giants long-standing transatlantic ties. Paul Pinero, the chairman of the Independent Commission to acquire Syrian justice before a special session human rights canceled the situation of certain city, Aleppo, at the European headquarters of the United Nations that Aleppo staged their strikes of war crimes, according to the UN rights boss. Philippines officials have gone into damage control mode after controversial President Rodrigo said that the Kennedy's long-term alliance with the United States was over. Beirut, the Syrian government on Friday opened a news quarter for rebels and civilians who wanted to leave the besieged eastern area of Aleppo but the UN. President Hassan al-Bashir of Sudan, Senator in South Africa, last year South Africa had been criticized for not arresting Mr. Bashir faces charge of war crimes against humanity and genocide in the Darfur region of Syria. No, in Sudan. Liberal Democrat by election candidate for Wendy declared the party back in business after slashing conservative majority to come to second. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton turns at each over Thursday night at Al Smith dinner in New York City. Seconds after this strike, Texas power under the children went up here. Official Chase Miller was on his way. A federal judge just blocked the Mississippi law that banned the state's Medicaid program from spending money on any health care provider that offers abortions. Mexico City. Mexican officials say a judge has rejected El Chapo Guzman's injunctions against U.S. extradition, meaning the drug lord only has one appeals process left. Karachi, Japan. A suspected 6.2 magnitude earthquake shook western Japan's Satori prefecture, causing some injuries and property damage. A Japan Meteorological HC said. Johannesburg, South Africa. South Africa noted by the UN and the President withdraw from the International Criminal Court, possibly based on an accusation of violence against African nations. Washington bad weather may have cost one production in 2016 ranked as one of the three worst years for the apple in nearly 2 decades, according to Wine Trade Group. Chelsea, Massachusetts police say a man arrested in connection with a shooting of a 13-year-old boy who was with while lying in bed inside a Massachusetts apartment. State police on Thursday arrested 19-year-old Christian Garcia of Everton, Interstate 93 in Idaho. He faces charges of assault and dangerous weapon and firearm offenses. He'll be arraigned on Friday. It was immediately known to see an attorney. Chelsea police say one Lopez Delgado was in the third floor apartment when he was wounded in the shoulder by a stray bullet fired from the street. Amherst, Massachusetts, arrest warrant been issued for suspect fatal weekend shooting at an apartment complex in Amherst. Ericsson Company had a shock investment with Department of Water last week. Sweden's Ericsson said that its sales in North America is the biggest market have fallen in the past 3 months, signified a number of weaknesses after the mobile telecom equipment maker. Leon G. Kupperman and founder of Mega Partners made news in September when the Securities Exchange Commission charged with a firm with insider trading. Paris, Airbus, and DCNS had joined forces to design a helicopter drone. Brussels, signing an investment deal for the Baltic gas pipeline is the first step in breaking Russian grip on Finland's energy sector, European officials said. Calgary, the Canadian Secretary of World Shell said was shedding some of its assets to the country for $1 billion after it built shareholder value. Houston, echoing settlements from some of its customers, oilfield service company Schellberger said the oil market is bound to the recovery on its way. Take a look at the stocks today. Down 40.27 points today, 162.35. Nasdaq 5 at 241.83, and SPP 2141.44, down 2.95. Astronomers can't see Planet 9, but it makes the presence known. The massive hypothetical object which subconsciously looms to the edge of the solar system has been invoked to explain the strange clustering of the objects like the Kuiper Belt. Paleontologists have discovered a new species of dinosaur in Australia. The wide hip, not long neck, four-legged planet Eater was about half the length of the basketball court, and it children stood as high as the Western Australia's MS-02 spacecraft carrying NASA astronaut Shane Kimberg, Western cosmonauts Sergei Rizhkov and Andrew Borisenko near the International Space Station and evidence Southland and Silverman from a video camera on the space. Australian scientists have worked with researchers in Germany to create the most detailed map of the Milky Way using the world's largest radio telescopes. New Delhi, the World Medical Association, the top medical ethics body on Friday, settled an Indian doctor facing corruption charges that the president, despite controversy surrounding his appointment while legal cases are pending. Summer 155 Zap saving lives around U.S. Frequent temperate levels, a jet lag, and a lot of never present, according to researchers, getting circadian rhythm tracking and getting proper sleep may just be a blessing of low oxygen in the air anyway. Donald Trump raised $9 million money after a pair of Facebook Live events staged by the campaign that looked like news program in the final presidential debate. Hillary Clinton and his 300-something million names took out weeks before the election, and it listed celebrities about bias, John Legend, and Katy Perry. Rally voters in swing states. Peter Childusa is 8:06 on this Friday morning, and it is time now for a New England Alerts report. And moving back to the area 495 northbound, area of 95 of Foxborough, tractor trailer jacked off trailer on the border, spit out, not sure, wasn't an exact location. And I'm moving back to the dump at Turbin, Massachusetts Route 495, southbound at IO 93. Tractor trailer versus car, checking available at mid-fire, which area are doing. Well, boy, that coming up in the Travis 7. Now, sports time. Last night, the Boston Red Sox, the Boston Bruins defeat the New Jersey Devils at the Garden 2-1. Tonight, the Norton Lancers boys soccer team will have a game against Austin Peppers at 3:30 p.m. at Brownhouse Field, and the football team will need a win or go home in the final regular season game of the season as the Norton Lancers will be taking on Westwood Wolverines. As they need a win to get a spot in my AA playoffs. Los Angeles going in off-season last year. The Chicago Cubs had 3. Hugely talented shortstops under 26, and one of them was a 2-time All-Star winner. The league in hits this season. I'm in struggles here with trying to help Cubs. Harvey Kent and LCS says the Cubs defeat the LA Dodgers 8-4. Butler is 8 knocked out BYU 23 Thursday night. Remaining undefeated moves in to get there. Having the Broncos at 5 for bizarre final 2 minutes. Then nearly featured a blocked field goal, set up a touchdown. Peter Childusa is there. 8:08 on this Friday morning, and it's time now for traffic and transit report. Baby! Let's have you invitate when the civil line does fire space about a lazy to traffic. Come, meter rail. Worcester train, 505, 758 from South Station is up in 10-20 minutes. BI's comes between Yonke and Worcester to train traffic. And on a career rail on the ferries, they are looking good. Okay, highways and byways at New England on this Friday morning. 95 of the southbound side is back to Fairfield all the way to Greenwich, Connecticut. 95 of the northbound side, about a 7 stretch. Merritt Parkway, eastbound side, a little slow at 25. 8 to Bridgeport, westbound Merritt Parkway, a little slow from Bridgeport all the way out to Greenwich. 8 for eastbound, westbound side, it is backed up around the Newtown and Waterbury stretches. 91 at the northbound side, it is backed up from Route 2 to Route A4. A4 eastbound is back from West Hartford to downtown Hartford, Connecticut. 91 at the southbound side, back to 291 at A4 in Hartford, Connecticut. 291 at westbound side, back from Route 5 to Route 91. 91 at the southbound side, it is backed up from 291 at 57 in Springfield. 290 eastbound side is slow from Route 9 in Worcester, and 190 southbound side is slow on 290, and 190 northbound side back to the rhythm. West Boylston. 138 in the eastbound side, also the Newport Bridge. 95 at the northbound side, it is back to 37 in. Walk all the way to downtown Providence. 95 at the northbound side, it is slow for the protected stretch. 95 southbound slow for protected to downtown Providence. 195 westbound side back to St. Concrete to downtown Providence. 146 at the southbound side, about 146A in North Springfield area to Route 160 to Lincoln. 295 the northbound side is back to Lincoln to Route 122 to Cumberland. 295 southbound side is back to around Edinburgh stretch. 295 the northbound side is back to 37 all the way up to Route 6 in Johnson. 295 southbound side slow at 14. 195 the eastbound side is back to the north of Route 140. 195 westbound side is back to 18 to 140 in New Bedford. 495 at the northbound side. It is backed up from Norton all the way at the Route 95 in Foxborough. 95 at the northbound side. It is backed up from 152 North Avenue. 95 at Mansfield, Foxborough, stretch to then 95 hit the brake to Cannon Brown. From the positive street to North Avenue, 128 Canton, 24 to the northbound side. Slope before 128 Canton. Route 3 at the northbound side. Back to the 18. Raymond all the way at the Ray Tree split. 128 at the northbound side. It is back to 128 to Randolph all the way at the Route 109 in Westwood. And then it breaks again from Grapevine Avenue, Needham all the way at the Waltham. 495 at the northbound side. It is back from Route 2 and Wilton all the way to 225 Westford. 7 Expressway. Southbound side. Slope for Braintree. Split the Dutchess to both ends. And northbound South Expressway. Back to Random Mass Ave. Mass Pike changes with 495 in westbound Little Salt. Mass Pike eastbound side back to the Framingham all the way at the Newton. Mass Pike westbound side is back to the Newton corner. Mass Pike westbound side is back to Brown. From East Boston down to South Boston, Mass Pike eastbound side is back up after the Austin Bratton tolls. Route 2 on the westbound side is back to the left-hand stretch. Route 2 eastbound side is back to Brown. 16 in Belmont all the way to the Fresh Pond Parkway. 93 to southbound side is back to Bedford on the Aiken Bridge. 120 to southbound side is back to Redden all the way at the Waltham. Up north, Route 3 to southbound side of Little Swam, North Billwick, and then Hibbert's getting around 120 in Burlington, 93 to southbound side of back to Methuen, all the way up to Route 128 out in Redden, 93 to northbound side of back to the Storm all the way to Route 128 Canton, 495 on the northbound side. It is backed up from Route 3 out of North all the way out to Route 93 in Lawrence, 495 to southbound side around 113 in April all the way to Route 93 out in Lawrence. Here, Route 3 to southbound side is backed up from Manchester all the way out to Merrimack, Route 3 in the northbound side of Everett Turnback, slow around 101 in Manchester, 93 at the northbound side. So for 293 in Manchester, just follow the Turnback, southbound side, it is backed up around Route 4 Durham, New Hampshire. But always and always a Maine and Northern New Hampshire and Vermont looking good at some of the southbound side. It is slow after the Canadian border up in upstate New York around Route 11, all the way 50 at the northbound side, back around some Quebec towards Montreal and New York City 3 eastbound side. A little slow, but just before Interstate 87 Albany. Peter Childers Live is 8:12 on this Friday morning, and it's hot off for weather report and the calendar may read October 21st, which is a fall, but it is a taste of almost like summer, like here in Norton here. As looking at the radar, and it shows lots of the rain chart stretching from western Bernard, stretching all the way down to Connecticut, and stretching around northeast of the Bronx, and patchy little rain charts northeast of Old Bridge, New Jersey. And look at that. North New England, it shows some spotty rain showers from the Lakota, New Hampshire, stretching to Conway, New Hampshire, and little lines of rain showers stretching all the way from Port Maine, stretching all the way up in the Glassbend and up in the New Brunswick, Maine, and a heavy bed rain showers stretching north from Rockland, Maine, up to Belfast, Maine, and south from Bangor, Maine. And to the west of us, this is a line of rain showers stretching from east of Quebec, stretching in for Ontario, down for western New York, down for Pennsylvania, down for Ohio, down for West Virginia, and down for eastern Kentucky. And a little line of rain showers and storms stretching around the coast of New Jersey. Okay, let's time to see where these showers are going to be headed here. 10 a.m. They're going to be out in New York, and we're going to have a few showers possible, off and on showers throughout the day with a few downpours possible. Some spots may see it, some may not. And it's going to be more widespread around 5 o'clock. And well, in the evening hours, we can see even a rumble of thunder here. Ooh, 24 hours here. We can see a few snow showers in upstate New York and up in Quebec. And around east and West Virginia. All right. An overcast. Day 1, day and the night. Locally, every rainfall. This afternoon and evening, the computers localized over the reported range flooded and westerly winds increased late Saturday with a moderate probability of wind advisories. And dense fog visibly dropping to half a mile. Less will continue for the morning commute. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, chance of shower made before 4 p.m. Then a rain like at 5 p.m. There is a fog before noon. There is a fog after 1 p.m. All hours. Most gusts about 72 degrees. Southeast about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Chance rate to 6%. Numerous amounts between 45 minutes possible. Tonight, rain before 8 p.m. and then showers likely made between 8 p.m. and midnight. Areas of fog, about 58 degrees. Seems about 6 miles come to 9 variable after midnight. Chance of is 8%. Rupert about between half 3/4 inch possible for Saturday. Chance shot areas of fog before 11 a.m. More most guys got temperature rises 6.5 near 11 a.m. Then falls to 53 remaining in the day. Northeast at about 550 miles comes southwest in the morning. Winds can gust as high as 31 miles an hour. Chance is 40%. New movements amounts of less than 10 minutes possible. Say a chance shot made before 10 p.m. Most gusts got north 41 degrees. So, west of about 14 to 17 miles, gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Chance is 30%. New movements with less than 10 minutes possible. For Sunday, most gusts come at 57 degrees. West about 13 to 6 miles, and gusts as high as 34 miles an hour. Sunday night, at slight chance showers about after midnight. Puck out about 42 degrees, just makes it 20%. Monday, most sunny puck out about 33 degrees. Tuesday, most sunny puck out about 52, about 31 degrees. And Wednesday, most sunny puck out about 52, about 33 degrees. And for Thursday, puck out about 53 degrees. Currently not near, it is overcast, and we have a temperature of 62 degrees with a humidity of 99%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Chill Morning News on this Friday morning, 21st of October 2069. Please hope you have a good morning and a good positive. Hope you have a good day.